Hello everyone, today is April 28th and I'm giving you an update on the Durana Clover lawn. So the last video I had was March the 15th, I believe, and from then on I have shown you this side yard and then the backyard. So today I'll do the same thing. Yesterday I actually trimmed the Durana for probably the 5th time now this spring, and as you can see, it is just a thick green lawn now. So to give you a close-up, I trimmed it pretty low, about an inch or so, and as you can see, it turned out beautifully. So no complaints so far. 5th time I trimmed the lawn. I waited to let it bloom with the white blooms before I did this last trimming, and it was yesterday. So as you can see, looks pretty good. On the last video I did show this part of the side yard which was bare, and a week after that video I tried to do an experiment and try to sow Durana in the spring, and to my surprise that was a month ago, and as you can see here, we now have Durana everywhere. If you look back at that video, it was a lot of bare spots, and I actually walked through this a lot of times, so there are like bare spots where I was trying to finish up that rock garden, so I was hauling rocks here and then putting a cart there. Regardless, it's resulted very well, so I would say this would be your line from the fall sown Durana in November, spring sown Durana last month. So very satisfied so far. Now I'm going to take you to the backyard because this is something I'm not mowing yet. I did mow it 4 times already. No, 2 times. Just trying to let it grow this time because we're starting to step on it because it's in my vegetable garden and it's starting to thin. But look at this. Look at that. So there's some bare spots, as you can see, because we've started to walk on them as we worked on the vegetable garden. But this is to show you where I haven't seeded and where I have seeded. I'm currently cordoning it off so no one walks on it, but it's very thick, so I haven't probably mowed this in about 2 weeks now, but look how thick it is. Sorry, my allergies are bothering me. But on the last video I did show you this portion which was bare. At this point it's all full, so once we cut that off, or trim it, you should have a good size or a good green pasture. So to compare it, this is an untrimmed Durana lawn sown last November. So November, December, January, February, March, April. This is the 5th month now, and this is how it looks like once it's trimmed or hedged or trimmed. It's beautiful. I have no complaints. It's so hardy. We walk on it every time and it doesn't really get thin as much here. Now let me show you another portion of my yard, which is the front yard, and I have started to overseed it with Durana. Just a quick overview. Now this is now the front yard. As you can see, there's Durana plantings in between. So I did this last January. One thing I did notice is it's not as prolific as the side yard, and I think what you need to do is dethatch first to get that result. Let me go here and show you where it actually grew. So when you're seeding your Durana on an existing lawn, the side lawn was easier to see because it was like muddy and weeds. This one had grass, so I'll show you where this is all Durana. This is all Durana. So it's a very thick, it almost looks like grass. So it's everywhere here in the front yard now. And it's starting to fill in some of the gaps. Again, my front yard is also a lot of weeds. But I'm starting to introduce Durana. Next year, actually next fall, I'm going to dethatch this and overseed rye and then Durana to see if I get a better result from it. But it looks beautiful. Like, see, that's all clover. Actually, my neighbor stopped by the other day and asked what kind of grass I had, because it's green compared to everyone's grass right now. I'm sorry it's a little noisy today because it's a busy day, but there you go, another experiment going on. I believe I'll give you another update probably in the next month, probably June, to see how it does in the heat, but so far so good. Thank you for watching.